Hello, I'm Amna meeting you with price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand is the change in quantity demanded of a product in relation to a change in its price. A good is considered elastic if a price change causes a considerable amount of change in the amount demanded, and it is considered inelastic if the price changes cause a little change in the quantity demanded. Price elasticity of demand measures the sensitivity of a product to a change in its price. PED is calculated as the percentage of change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage of change in the price. The answer will always be a negative answer since the relationship between price and demand is negative. Let me explain this using an example. At a price of 100, quantity demanded of product A was 1750 units. At a price of 120, quantity demanded was 1450 units. To calculate the percentage change in quantity demanded, we have to deduct the new demand from the original demand and divide the answer by the original demand and multiply it by 100 to get the percentage. Let's calculate the percentage of change in price. 120 original price minus 100 the new price, divide by 120 into 100. The answer is 16.4%. The price elasticity of demand for this example is minus 1.04. This product is an elastic product. Let's look at the types of elasticity. Number 1, inelastic demand, where the price elasticity of demand is less than 1. These are for essential products like gas, petrol. The price change will not cause a huge change in the quantity demanded. In the example, the price changed by 50%, but the quantity demanded changed only by 25%. So the answer was 0.5%. This is an inelastic demand. For elastic products, price elasticity of demand is more than 1. A small price change will result in a huge quantity demanded. Example, luxury items. For an inelastic product, the curve will be steeper, whereas for elastic demand, the curve will be shallow. The elasticity of a product keeps changing with the change in price. Elasticity is not constant at each point. Unitary elastic demand, also known as unit elastic demand, is where the demand changes in a similar proportion to the price. The percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to the percentage change in the price. This is where a price reduction equally increases the demand, and a price increase equally reduces the demand. For a perfectly elastic demand, the elasticity will be infinity. The price of the product will be constant at any given point while the quantity keeps changing. Perfectly inelastic demand, the elasticity will be 0. The quantity is constant at whatever the price is. Let us look at the factors affecting price elasticity of demand. Number 1, substitutes. If a person has lots of substitutes for a product and has no difficulty in finding those, he will easily move to another product. Example, cookie, ice cream. Such product will have an elastic demand. Number 2, necessity. If the product is an essential item, then the impact on demand will be less compared to a price change. Example, fuel. Such product will be considered as inelastic. Number 3, proportion of income spent on the product. If the proportion spent is high, then the demand will reduce drastically when the price increase. Example, phone, laptops. Number 4, time. With time, consumers may find substitutes for an item and switch to another product. For example, when the price of milk powder keeps on increasing, people will change to milk packets. Therefore, in long run, all products are considered to be elastic. Now we will look at how price elasticity of demand affects the total revenue of the supply. Price elasticity of demand will help the businesses decide how price change will affect the revenue of a company. For an elastic commodity, a change in price will cause a large change in the quantity demanded. Therefore, total revenue will fall. This is because elastic goods will have substitutes and customers will shift to other products. For an inelastic product, a price change will result in a higher revenue, as inelastic products don't have many substitutes or might be essential commodities, and customers will have to stick to them. For a unitary elastic product, the total revenue will be same at any given point. That's it for price elasticity of demand. Please click on the bell icon for the next video. Thank you.